Frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like boom, yeah. And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Middle.
To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Ebron's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Be a long day for you. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike.
Throwing now is Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
We got this.
At their own 26-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Darnold. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, keep it up.
Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. And 80. Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm scared.
On first down, it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Showing up. Showing up. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Bravo.
A first down throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Mike 50. Let's go. The lady.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. Connor on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up third and 10.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
At the 45-yard line.
On first and 10 is Counter. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a first and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. And And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Pick your game up. Watch tight end. Even.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and it's 3rd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
52. 57. Mike, 50. Hey, Zoo.
Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Under 10, under 10, 10. No. I'm waiting. Switch gears. Watch they touch.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Check, 59. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Top dog. Hey, watch it. I'm waiting. 3.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. White now to return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Give me that ball, defense.
On 1st down, Allen. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, Delta. Check. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike.
On first down, Singletary might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Eric Ebron, 28 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check back 50. Push him back. Push him back. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, lady. Check 50.
Here's Darnold. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Target.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
check 26, check 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
57. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
It's coming again.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Allen's throw is complete, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
Let's go. Alert. 57's the mark.
From midfield, here's Allen. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The Bills send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, Alpha.
On first and 10, Darnold. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Darnold gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. No, 80. I got him, I got him. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Mike's 50.
Darnold on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
57. Pass 35. Pass 35. We got double up. Done.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tie it right. Hey, boys, we got four down. Alert. Mike, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
First and 10 at the 26.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, now this from 43. And his kick is indeed good. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And the Jets first down.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Eli Harold.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. Washington's got it. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Pick it up. Check 59, Mike. Like that.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Singletary. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You better be afraid of me.
Darnold down to throw. Complete to Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now this throw caught left side. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Jets.
Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! 51.
Throwing again is Darnold. Caught here by Bell. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 4.
Here we go now with Smith. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tremont Smith taking it in, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
57. Yo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Switch. Pass.
Allen now throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know If they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's pick it up. Hey, exit. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw, Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Darnold for the red zone now. Herndon's got it complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Try to punch it in with Smith. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Allen now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A give, Singletary right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Singletary. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Last stop! Last stop!
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Singletary. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Allen to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Mike, check, 59. All day, just like that.
Darnold. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Now Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Let's go, D. Go. 51. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 51 to Mike, boy. 51 to
Back to throw. He completes it to Peake. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Darnold now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Now it's Darnold. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. He'll look to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.